Oh, it's almost 12. Oh, shit.
Hello and welcome to Editing with My Wife, now with more nighttime. I'm the Hooded Philosopher and I'm here with Cheesy Loops. Cheesy Loops, what's this episode about?
This episode is about teleporting with friends.
That's awesome. That's what we're going to do. Although I would never call him a friend. Before we start, I want to thank you for the chips you got me today.
Oh.
They were tasty.
They were chili queso?
Chili queso.
Chili queso.
Chili
Unite fries.
They were very crunchy, which is all I care about is crunch.
And another list of new stuff that comes to my store. I always get hooded to everything new that comes in. Because it's fun to try new things. Like that pizza place we tried on Christmas. It was a very interesting pizza place. They put sesame seeds on their crust. And I still to this day don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it wasn't awful. I think that I was off-putting to me was the egg white they used to keep it on.
Yeah, see, and I couldn't tell that there
So
was
weird.
egg white. But like I would take a bite and be like, ooh, this is really good. And then I'd take another bite and be like, oh, I don't know if I like this.
But pizza is one of my specialties. I love to make the red sauce.
Yes, you do make a really good pizza red sauce.
I make all the good red sauces.
You should make some garlic white sauce.
No, I don't know. I can't do white sauce as well. I could do it. What are you saying?
Yeah, you can
Well,
do anything. I believe in you.
Regardless, what are we talking about today? What did we talk about last time? That's what I meant.
Recap. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted. I'm painting.
That's okay.
It doesn't take a lot of brain power to paint. So, Nathaniel gets an opportunity to beat the crap out of Sloane. I mean, just unrelenting punches.
Really fast.
But in the middle of it all, Tresca gets a warning from an unknown saying that Draylin and the boy are currently in peril and Frelick the Vile is in their presence and that they need help.
And then we follow Nathaniel as he watches Sloane. He got taken down while he's trying to escape, and he went to follow him, and he found the man from the arena that he choked out and didn't kill, and he was trying to stop Sloane. And Sloane had done something that had caused two familiar faces to him and distracted him, and Nathaniel took advantage of the moment and kicked him upside the head, knocked him out, and then thought he knocked him out, and then when he didn't, it kind of backfired on him, and he lost his friend. Never got to know his name. Never got to learn anything about him.
He lost someone he could have had as a friend, but never got to know him. Yes.
Someone that he'd been through something with. But this is the wrong chapter. Caught again. Chapter 19. Caught again. Just so you know, I have a telerouter. It will put you directly in the cell if you even try to teleport away. A wrinkly and angry-looking old man said to him, revealing a small metal orb with runes on it. Teleport away if you'd like. I'll have you either way. Now hand over the boy. You must be Frelick the Vile. Some of the guards laughed briefly. He paused, looking around. Frelick had an unpleasant frown. We are on our way to Rokai. The boy has business there, he lied, trying to stall. The boy is Sloane's son. You have no right to hold him, Frelick shouted. His tone got softer. Give me the boy. Draylin was growing concerned at Frelick's approach. Don't let him take me, the boy said in his mind. Draylin spoke back. I won't let anyone hurt you. Then aloud, he asked Frelick, You ever accidentally rerouted yourself? He pointed at the object in his hand. Yes, he said, slightly annoyed. Now hand me the boy. Draylin stomped his foot. A wall of earth blocked him and the boy from the semicircle of soldiers. Frelick, I dare you. Try fighting me. There was a pause. The air around the three of them swirled with fury. Draylin, don't do anything rash, the boy broke his silence. He pointed up at the bridge. Tresca was looking down at them. Frelick took advantage of the distraction and grabbed the boy's arm. Give him to me, he shouted. The three of them disappeared. They found themselves in a cell, enrobed in iron bars. Several guards were looking in. Open the gate. The boy needs to get to Sloane the Divine. The guards went to open the gate. Wait! Draylin shouted. Or he said, looking at the guard, "I am Frelick the Vile. He is disguising himself, or he is disguising themselves. That needs to be fixed right now. That is weird.
Fix it.
I am Frelick the Vile. He is disguising himself." It worked. The idiot paused, giving Draylen the chance to speak to the boy. "If anything happens, communicate to Tresca," he thought to the boy. The boy looked at him worried. Frelick had convinced the guards that he is who he says he is. So Frelick ripped the boy out of Draylen's arms. Let's get you back to your father." The boy started crying loudly. Draylen was left alone in the cell. He sat for only a few moments before he heard a commotion coming from the other direction. His friends appeared on the other side of the bars. The guards took off. Draylen didn't think. He ripped the bars down and began sprinting in the same direction as Frelick. When he saw the boy, he saw hope in his eyes. Frelick turned around just in time for Draylen to knock the boy out of his arms and onto the ground. Frelick was being held down by Draylen when they teleported. After getting a few good strikes in, Draylen found himself on an island in the middle of a vast ocean. Draylen put them back in the cell. When Frick put them back on the island, Draylen was running out of his vial of mind. He put them back in the cell one last time, getting in a couple more good shots. Frelick wriggled away and disappeared, leaving him on a strange hot island all alone. He sat a large building off in the distance. It called to him. Maybe he could find some more vial of mind. He started walking toward it. The heat was oppressive. The distance was great. Draylen got to the nearest building. There was no one outside. He walked into the building. There was nothing in it. The whole building was empty, save for a single table in the center that held various children's toys. It was the only building out there. He ran his fingers along the wall, revealing hidden runes. They glowed in response. A screen came into view. On it, a lot of different symbols. He touched one. The table disappeared, revealing a series of gruesome and ornate medical implements. He winced. They reminded him of the tools of the creatures that tortured his people. He hit another one, this time restraints of various other implements of torture. Another button, and a corpse appeared on the table. This was getting old. He hit yet another button. A variety of magic substances held in various hanging baskets dropped down from the ceiling, but there was no vial of mind. He did have access to crafter's glass. He thought about it. The rune on his back. He hit the button on the hallucinogenic panel, and the cutting implements reappeared. He spent the next few minutes agonizing over the cuts he was placing onto his arm. He's doing something magical.
So the question I have about that is, how does Draylen know what runes to do? Is it intent, or is it
There is a
knowledge?
There is a structure to it. It's kind of like engineering, like and/or gates, if you know what I'm talking about.
I'm not sure if
Okay,
I do.
okay. You know in redstone in Minecraft?
Mm-hmm.
It's like redstone in Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
But instead of placing the redstone, it's the symbols you're carving. So the lines and the dots and the squares and stuff like that change the way that the signal comes out. It's a very complex. I don't even think I'm doing a good job of explaining it.
If it's very complex, I know maybe he learned a little bit with the resistance.
Yeah.
On
That's kind of what I'm leaning on. Him and Tresca.
Okay.
Then and Tresca, yeah.
So.
And he's very powerful. Like he's really good at this stuff too. So it's hard to say. Maybe his divine arcane is helping him in some way.
Okay.
Not sure.
So a little bit of knowledge from the resistance and a little bit of knowledge from Tresca and some guidance from the divine arcane, which we already know have put a lot in place to help him.
Yes.
Allows Draylen to feel a little comfortable with.
Yes. And it's something he's done a million times in his life, and for some reason it all just made sense.
Okay.
Could that be it too?
That could work.
I don't want to reveal too much into what he's actually doing here. But what?
I don't know where I put it.
No, we'll figure it out in a second.
I know. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just hoping I'm not pushing buttons. Okay.
Frelick the Vile.
Frelick the Vile. He
Is
sounds
he vile enough?
Well, seeing as how Frick is there and then Frelick's there, that's a very interesting Frick. When Frick put them back on the island, Draylen was running out of his vial of mind.
That's weird because I just changed that. Where is that?
Third paragraph from the bottom, second line. There you go.
Weird.
Great Jorb.
Gotta stop doing that. Frick is not anything like Frelick.
Except for in some of the letters in their names.
No, not even that. Those are completely different letters. Frick is for fantastic and Frelick is for fatal.
Okay. How do you spell Frelick?
The right way? I don't remember. Frelike. I-K.
So
I've been typing Frick so much that Frelick, I just haven't thought about it. It actually, yeah, it might be Frey with an... No, it's E. They're all E's up here, so I'll just...
Yeah, you had Y in there, babe. That's all.
Draylen.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I'm just helping.
These names suck. It's better than Malgastiflorian.
Spoiler alert, Malgastiflorian.
It's a name.
I love that name. I think you kind of love that character too, so
yeah,
okay.
I wouldn't mind writing a whole book from him. It just sounds like chaos. It's like fun chaos.
Scroll up real quick. We are on our way to Roke. The boy has business there. That's the lie. Don't let him take me. Don't do anything rash.
Don't do anything rash. Why do you think he said that?
He knows Draylen will do something.
What was the next thing he did?
Full on.
He pointed at Tresca.
Oh, okay.
He was saying what Tresca was saying to him, repeating it to Draylen. Tresca said, "Don't let him do anything rash," and so the boy said, "Don't do anything rash." I didn't know if that came out. I thought it was obvious.
Don't do anything rash. The boy broke the silence. He pulled it up the bridge. Tresca was looking down at them. Frelick took advantage to distract and grab the boy's arm.
Points up so he can grab it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's easy for me to follow. Doesn't seem like
no, it doesn't look. I think the only jumbled up was when they're teleporting back and forth,
which
I mean is intended.
They're tumbling back and forth through different spaces.
I mean, it's like two people. It's two people grappling on the ground.
Yeah, and they're just flitting between one place and another.
Between one place or another
each other from one to another.
Because that's their ability.
Yeah. Which the ability to teleport is like it's recent, and that's pretty much it. So you can go across great distances if you've been there recently. It's really more of like I can go back. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I'm just trying to figure out anything else I want to ask. Is disguising himself at work. Idiot. Pause, giving Draylen a chance to speak to the boy.
I kind of want to do that in all of my books. Just label the idiot for just one time. Because I did that with
what's Izzy.
Izzy, yeah. She blew fire into Zig's face. Infrazig.
Mm-hmm.
You idiot.
He ripped the bars down and began sprinting the same direction as Frelick. When he saw the boy, he saw hope in his eyes. Frelick turned around just in time for Draylen to knock the boy out of Frelick's arms onto the ground.
So now the boy is out of his arms and Draylen is on Frelick.
Yes.
So it should be pretty clear.
Yes. No, I think it's perfectly clear.
Which is exactly what Draylen wanted. I don't think he intended to stay out there, but you never know.
No, and I don't think he really was expecting Frelick to have a similar ability to himself.
I kind of would theorize that he knew. That's why he had the telerouter. Ow. Because he knew that Draylen would try to escape that way.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that Frelick wasn't aware. I think Draylen wasn't quite aware.
Aware that Frelick was, yes.
Yes.
Except for maybe that he had some sort of device that prevented you from teleporting.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not meaning it was used because maybe people who don't have the ability to teleport would love that. It'd be really annoying if people could just teleport into your home and stuff.
No, I think it's a fairly sound.
But I think you can't teleport into anyone's home in this story.
Right. You can't teleport into anyone's home.
Yeah, without their help.
Yeah.
Getting you there. You have to be there and you have to like go through it as well and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's like it's an interesting thought, but it doesn't really apply to like home invasions or anything like that.
other than being a little short, which you said in 2 chapters, Draylen comes back up.
Short chapters here. Yeah. Oh, the next chapter is Draylen.
The next chapter? I thought you said the next chapter was the boy.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
It's the boy. Okay.
Next chapter is the boy.
Okay, and then Tresca. Oh, it gets wow. It isn't for a couple more chapters. Holy crap! I think there's 4 chapters between the 3 chapters between them. Of course, I'm trying to follow the pattern. So there's 3 more voices to speak before
Yeah.
comes back, which is fine. Takes them a while to carve those runes, I guess.
Well, and sometimes the time kind of blends together. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got to figure out how to do it. He doesn't spend all his time in the building. He just kind of has to do it there, where the implement was and stuff was.
I think he also has to kind of maybe practice with it and get a feel for it. So.
Well, thanks everyone for listening. Oh, we gotta do a recap. What am I thinking? I can't close out now. Editing. Edit. Oh.
And the question of the day is, if you could teleport to any one place for 2 hours, where would you go? And what would you bring back as a souvenir?
That's a good question. I like that question a lot. Please answer that one. If there's any question that should get answered so far, it's this one.
And then spell Draylen correctly, because you switched the E and the A.
I like to do that.
So, Freylick and his troops catch Draylen.
Freak.
He's a freak! Draylen gets freak. And Draylen ends up on an island all alone.
Alright.
Wait. Not Draylen. Draylen.
My fingers just hate those letters together.
You still doing
Still
it wrong?
didn't do it. There we go. He's actually technically in the endless burning sands.
He's like on that cusp of...
There's just a really big island off to the side.
Yeah.
Big body of water. And it's so close to the hot that it's all sand and the sun's just bright. It's hot. Alright.
Unlike us right now.
No. My goodness. Thanks for listening.
Have a good day.
Like, comment, subscribe. Comment about the question there. Thank you.
Bye.
I'm dying. Oh.
Get a drink.
That's a good idea.